Hello everyone. Man, I've gone on a journey to start this video. Okay, done 2 takes so far. First one went nowhere. Second one went nowhere less quickly. We're gonna actually talk about the thing that I want to talk about now. Okay, so the first point isn't really related, but it's how I'm gonna segue from nothing into what I want to talk about. I think that whenever you're really fucked up and low, like self-help shit is vitally important. Like filling your ears with Jordan Peterson and like I'm talking like stuff that's like so like gayly like in order. Like just look at like like even if you're some like lefty fag beta type, like just look at like Jordan Peterson. Fucking look at Andrew Tate. I don't care. I really don't care. Listen to goddamn Sneeko. But listen to the people who are like be boneheaded about like who would I listen to if I'm a man who's all fucked up and retarded and need to get back on my feet. And that's what you should do. And I'm not saying you have to like become Mr. Women are fucking bitches and I'm king. I'm kind of saying that, but I'm not really saying that. Like what I'm saying is like if you're super fucked up and dumb and your life's all fucked and you're just a waste of a human, you need to like just like take on like a daddy. Like you should. That's what a dad like as an abstract is there for. So just do that and like listen to whatever the fuck they say and just do it. But what happens is there's like stages to this. So eventually you get to a point where you're kind of on your feet and you can begin to scrutinize whatever it is you're hearing. So you're not like hearing everything like Sam Hyde says at that point and deciding that it's all correct and like you have to like start like a testosterone cycle or something. Like you're able to like kind of figure out like what's right and wrong. But I think there's even a later point then, which I've only recently discovered, where that shit becomes kind of harmful because it adds nuance to the situation that is not useful to someone who's kind of got it figured out. You shouldn't have a nuanced viewpoint on reality. Your viewpoint on reality should be very straightforward and objective. And that's for men. Women are, it's a different creature. But for men, yeah, your viewpoint should be like very like I use the word boneheaded a lot because that's how I think of it. Like you should be like, you shouldn't be Mr. Philosophy. Not that there's no place for that kind of stuff, but like if you think that intelligence is spending like 15 fucking minutes figuring an idea, then you don't understand that intelligence is being able to like simplify and like consistify a fucking concept into just like the bare, undeniable, like observable reality in front of you. Spiritual people get into this a lot because they think that they need esoteric forms of like thought construction rather than just that God is real, then is the precipitous force for all of the law as it exists. And the law that exists would then be that which is presumable from the bare fundamentals of reality. That's what you should get to, is like, not like, oh, I thought about it so much and actually what's blue is red and what's red is blue. It's like red is red and blue is blue. And if you can figure that out, you're smart. Or you're being wise. You don't even have to be smart. I'm getting too caught up in this point. The basic thing is that self-help stuff ends up inserting nuance into the situation that when you get your fucking shit straight, you don't need. And it also inserts condemnatory aspects that you don't need when you get your shit straight. If you're fucked up and a loser and a retard, yeah, you need someone to tell you you're a fucked up loser retard. But after a while, all it does is stop you up because you're a functional being now. So you don't need someone to be throwing roadblocks in your way, gaslighting you into thinking that you're actually dumb when you're doing the right thing. And that's what I want to get into because recently I watched a Jordan Peterson video that used to help me and doesn't anymore, where he says something about like Mother Nature, that women are Mother Nature manifest, and it proves that you are rejected by the nature of reality when you're rejected by a woman. And he's right. And you probably should see it that way if you're really fucked up and retarded. But there comes a point where, and this is what I really want to talk about. I don't want to talk about that whole idea of like self-help content not being helpful anymore. The whole reason I'm recording this video, 5 minutes in, let's get to it, right? The main point um, is that you are a king. Okay, you are a king, um, and kings had like 500 wives. So if your standard for Mother Nature is like women, and whether or not like your girlfriend broke up with you, uh, you're being a faggot. Like you're being a really weak pussy faggot. That shit literally does not matter. The women exist in troves and are there to rely upon, by nature and by necessity, males. And so if you are one, you don't get caught up in some specific girl. That's not even like love. Like that's just like dissociative mental illness. That's just uh, like unreality. Like that's what that is. It's like totally irrational because that's what does that do for anyone? A man who has to be beholden and kneel to at the feet of a woman. That doesn't even make any sense. It objectively makes no sense. A man being under the thumb of a woman, does that make any sense? It shouldn't. If you're like seeing that there are men and there are women, look at me. Look at me right now. Okay? I don't work out. I don't work out. I'm 6 feet tall. Okay? My jaw. Look at my fucking face. If you're laughing, it's because you get that I'm being facetious here. But also, I'm making a point. By my own bodily nature, I look like this. Okay? Don't deny what your fucking eyes see like a retard. Okay? There are men and there are women. This isn't some like arbitrary delineation of the species. And the fact that it's treated that way is literal insanity. It's not a reconcilable point of view. And I'm smiling not because the way that I hope this is sounding to you, if you disagree with me, isn't like you're a fucking idiot if you think otherwise. It's, isn't it funny that it somehow gets fucked up and people think it's otherwise? That for the last thousands of years, fucking myriad cultures have made women property of men, and now we somehow think that the opposite has any validity. You know, like that's funny. And so don't make yourself the property of a woman. And listen, I'm in no way saying that culture has like just like destroyed what was good. That you should be able to have 500. That, you know, that'd be a good thing if you had 500 wives who are essentially slaves to you, and 500 courtesans who are literally slaves to you. You know, I'm not saying that. Okay, that's not my point. My point is that embedded in the nature of males is the potential for that. And if that's the potential, then what still exists, even in a more sophisticated society, it's certainly not the opposite, even if it's a less magnified version of what existed. It's not the opposite of what once existed. And you can't start to think that. You can't gaslight yourself into thinking that, man. People will tell you that it's unrighteous to think that females are subservient, that it somehow is a degradation to them. And, you know, I've gotten into these discussions before where people think that they have to go and prove like a whole set of things to me about how wonderful women are, you know, going to the very Bible that I use to show it. Dude, that is the most hurtful thing to me, that you actually think that this viewpoint somehow expresses the like lowness of women. It's the exact opposite. It expresses their heights. It expresses their beauty. Read Proverbs, and you know that book's all for men, written by a king who had like hundreds of wives. And then you get to the last chapter of it, Proverbs 31, and the whole thing is about wonderful women. Like, it's this glorious, beautiful chapter about all the beauty of what women can do in the world, what they do in the world. And then refer back to Genesis and realize that Eve is made to be Adam's helper. And then furthermore, that she's made by Adam's rib being broken off from him and formed into her. Like this, and then lastly, read the whole context of the verse where the man is the head of the wife. The first part that I want to mention being that Christ is the head of the man, and that they're both beholden to the church. And then Also, that it never asks the woman to die for the man, but says the man is meant to lay down his life for the woman. Like, these things are undeniable to me. These things are like, these things are so good, and that they look bad is there to make you weak. It's there to make you pathetic. And you just can't let people do that to you, man. I don't know if I should say full disclosure. It's not really the... If I were to say full disclosure to the next thing I'm going to say, it would imply that it's like, it undermines my point. It just strengthens it. So, like, I just got broken up with by the woman that I've loved more than anything in the world. I don't really care. I mean, I do, obviously, like, to like a sane level. That's it. It doesn't bother me. Like, I care a lot, but it's not a big fucking deal. Does that make sense? Like, I'm gonna put that. There is no good reason for me to really give a shit. Okay? Because I'm a man. And so if you're a man, quit not taking advantage of that. You have such a destiny embedded in your own fucking testicles. Like, you have such a destiny embedded in the very, like, nature of your fucking Y chromosomes, dude. You have so much. You're built for kingliness, dude. That's what you're built for. Like, you're built for that style of being. You could just be it. You could just be that. So, no, Mother Nature is not best thought of as women rejecting you. Or if it is, Mother Nature is making things really easy on men, because that doesn't fucking matter at all. And women are really easy to get, dude. I'm sorry. You can get into the black pill shot you want. Oh, but I'm ugly. Shut the fuck up. Women are so fucking easy to get. It's not even, it's so fucking easy. It's so easy. Oh my God, it's so easy. That part's easy. You can get that. Shut the fuck up. Don't even tell me some fucking black pill shit. You can get women. That's not hard. That's so fucking easy. It's not even funny. Mother Nature, that should be thought of as the constant force of chaos, which is really just order beyond your own knowing. Ugh. So it looks like chaos to you. The beauty that you can't attain as a man, constantly testing you to compare to it. That's Mother Nature, dude. That's what it is. It is the unattainable beauty for you as a man, constantly testing. That's why it's manifested as women. That's why it's manifested as women who are more beautiful than any man can be and produce fucking life with their very body. People are so dumb and not realize this shit. It's obvious and it's all inspiring. So how do you not magnetize towards it? I don't know. I don't understand that. I really don't. I'm sorry, I don't. I don't understand people don't magnetize towards good truths because the truth is so good. But that's what it is. It's this fucking, to you, evil force. Quit thinking women are evil. They're not. To you, it's evil because it tests you constantly and breaks you down and cleanses you with like fire. Like, it puts you in pain and suffering and agony. Dude, do you know that every fucking Greek male fought in wars? They were all warriors? Did you not know that? Did no one tell you that? Okay, I'm telling you that. Dude, they were all warriors. They were all warriors. Quit thinking that a weak result is acceptable. That's Mother Nature, dude. That's Mother Nature. Manifested as a woman? No. That's fucking easy shit. Manifested as the chaos that renders beauty eternally unattainable, yet attaining it, attempting to attain it, is a worthwhile pursuit. That's Mother Nature. That's Mother Nature, dude. So go be a king. Don't be a pussy.